Good morning, everybody, and thanks for coming to Family Cafe Live. You are making a great investment in your child's spiritual growth by being here and participating in this morning. I'm glad you're here. This is the part of the morning we call Parent Link. It's my opportunity to share with you a couple thoughts about how we as the church and we as parents can combine forces to really help raise lifelong disciples of Jesus Christ. This morning, I want to begin with just throwing out a question for us to wrestle with. I want you to think for a moment about who are some of the other adults in the life of your child who are having an impact on them as they grow up. Or maybe put it this way, can you name 3 or 4 adults who are having a positive influence on your son or your daughter? See, I think it's a big mistake when we as parents think that we have to do it all on our own, or to think that we can do it on our own. And without negating the awesome responsibility that each one of us as a mother or father have, I believe that God designed us to work together in community as we raise up our children. Now, we all know that there are countless negative influences out there that would seek to have an impact on our kids. And I don't mean just things like the media or peer relationships or the culture that is out there. But in fact, if we really stop and think about it, there are some pretty strong spiritual influences that would seek to derail our kids as well. In fact, let me read for you just a quick passage from the Scriptures. This is what it says in 1 Peter in the book in the Bible. It says, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith." Now I want you to hold on to that metaphor of a roaring lion prowling, looking for someone to devour. I want you to watch a video clip here in just a moment that shows what happens when a pack of lions seek to isolate a young water buffalo from the herd. And watch what happens as not only the parents respond, but look and see how the other adults respond too.
What's the bull gonna do?
Oh my God.
Gonna grab the baby.
Oh my God.
I'll grab the baby, watch.
She's going for him, she's going for him. She got him. Oh, she did, she got him.
Hey, these gonnies just plucked a buffalo here.
Oh my God.
God, did you see that? Yeah. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
It's always going to feel it.
You didn't have a fight in this ground or anything.
Oh, guys, I'm shaking. Can you believe this? The buffalo are coming to help this one now, watch.
They're too
They'll
late.
come and help this baby, watch.
They're too late. Can they help him now, Frank?
Yeah, they can.
He's still alive, you think?
Oh, he's still alive.
My goodness.
Rustle for Frank.
They're trying to drag him out. They're dragging him out.
Hulle het nou net 'n kleintjie gevang. Hier's lekker action hier so, jong. Hulle het 'n kleintjie hier so in die water en die trop is besig om nader te kom.
It's on its back. I hope they kill it quickly.
Oh, it's still alive.
Ja, positief. Hulle het 'n klein buffeltjie gevang hier so.
There's a crocodile there too.
Ja, daar's 'n krokodil ook. Daar gryp 'n krokodil ook die kleintjie.
The
Yes.
crocodile crocodile.
Yeah.
Coming out food fight.
Check through the banners. The croc's trying to grab the baby.
Yes. Oh, good gracious.
Look at this. The crocodile's taking the baby away.
Oh, little thing getting
Oh my God.
both sides. There are 2 crocodiles.
They're gonna lose it.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
they're going to fight over it.
Because I'm shaking.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's coming for huge crocodile. 3.
Oh, look at those dogs.
The lions have won.
The lions have won?
Oh, the lions have won.
Yeah, but look at all those buffalo coming.
But I think they're too late.
I think you're right. They're way too late now.
No, they're going to chase him. Come on.
No, they're too late.
Yeah, you realise it?
Oh, look at the teeth. Look at them. They're going to look at the teeth, Jay. Look at them.
You're too late.
Jesus.
You're too late.
You guys, you cannot believe what's going on here. There's a big terrier between lions, crocodiles, and buffaloes.
Look at them all.
Whoa! He swatted at him and kicked at him. He's kicking at him, look. He's kicking at him.
Look at him run.
Want die leeu's het 'n klein jattie gevang. En hierdie jatties wil die leeu's nou bykom. Hulle jag die leeu's links en regs.
Ooh, they got him surrounded.
Ja, jy kan maar kom jong. Hier's
And that one's...
Ooh!
Chasing him.
They brought him.
Go on, John. Chasing him. Will he go in the water?
They got the lion on him, run.
That little buffalo's still alive.
Brave king of the beast. The others are doing though. They're going at the other end. Go on, Buffalo.
Shit, can you believe this?
Never seen that before.
I've never seen anything like
The
that.
calf's still alive.
It is?
Yeah, it's trying to get away. It's standing up.
It is, it's still alive. Oh, is it? Oh, they're putting them into the water. It's standing up. It's standing up. It's run away.
Ja, they've got us
He's
back.
gone.
It's got it back. They've got him back.
They do have him back.
Ja, hierdie buffels het die leeu's weggevat van daai kleintjie af. En
They're going back. They're cutting the other ones.
We're still chasing him.
Back in with the herd. And the two lions are going back. It's hard.
Amazing thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen anything like that.
Look, they're nice running. Look at them running. There's two left.
Gee, they chased him away.
But they hooked the one. Did you see they hooked the one? Look
They
at
hooked
this.
the one.
And they got the other one.
Go on, Buffalo, go on.
And there's another one. Oh, the big one.
Run!
The leeu's, that lion's injured. You see that? But you see that buffalo throw that one in the air?
Yes.
Yeah, these others are coming to help as well.
Look, these are some more coming to them.
Yeah, I got him. I got him being thrown in the air.
Pretty amazing scene, isn't it? Kind of fun to watch how the whole herd comes together and works to save that one young calf that's there. We can obviously see where the metaphor is going with this. Let me return back to the question I started with. Who are some of the other adults in the life of your son or daughter who can help to have a positive influence on them? Can we start to think about who we can intentionally help our children to invest in or to have a short-term as well as even long-term relationships with other adults who are going to help them not only survive but to truly thrive as they become adults themselves? Well, our friends who helped put together the whole Family Cafe Live curriculum have got a list for us of just some different categories to help us start thinking about it. Let me read a few of these for you. Maybe you want to think about adults who share interests. Can you find someone who specializes in something that your kids are interested in? Maybe they like music or guitar or carpentry or working with their hands, or they like to go out and go bird watching or whatever it might be. Is there an adult you can help them connect with to explore that interest? Maybe it's adults who have specific skills. Let's face it, none of us are good at everything. So maybe you can help your child connect with somebody who's good at cooking or at fitness or another certain activity. Because you don't want to limit your child's development only to what you are good at. Third, adults who are educators. Most of us know other adults who are either teachers or are retired teachers. Perhaps there's somebody there who can invest in helping to raise your child up, to help them to learn and to grow and to develop into the adult that God has destined them to be. Here's another one along those lines. Adults who can help build faith, to help them to grow spiritually. That's why the church is so important, and so important for each of us to have our kids here regularly, because it's not only about them having an experience for themselves of worshiping, but also developing those relationships with the wonderful leaders that we've got doing Family Cafe Live and our Sunday school and midweek programs as well. Here's another one. How about adults with interesting careers? They suggest maybe they can connect with somebody who does something very different than what you do to help them explore their own options as they grow. And another one, adults from different backgrounds. Are there folks from different cultural or racial or ethnic backgrounds that can spend some time with your kids to help broaden their exposure and their understanding of the world around them, and to help them grow in their sensitivity to how they relate to people who are different? And then finally, we certainly don't want to neglect the adults from our extended family. Opportunities for them to get together on a regular basis with grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, people who can help them to see and to hear the family story. Maybe even hear stories about what you were like when you were their age. But it helps them to find their place in the world as they find their place in your family. So think about it. Again, who are the adults that are investing in your kids? Because my challenge to each of us this week and this month is that we be intentional about cultivating relationships for our kids with 2 or 3 key adults who can again help raise them to be lifelong disciples of Jesus Christ.